If you look at the insurance industry, it is a huge sector. It is a $5 trillion industry worldwide, a huge contributor to the world's economy. And if you look at the players in it, they've been around for centuries. For example, the top 10 US insurance companies have an average age of over 100 years. While that's a good thing for the customer, it shows reliability, trust, your insurer is going to be around in case of a claim, but at the same time it comes with a lot of legacy issues. It's very hard to change, and it's very hard to be creative in such an environment, and such big companies who have been doing this for 100 years and follow the mantra of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But coming back here to the UAE and what we are doing, it's the same thing. I mean, you have our industry is a big contributor to the UAE economy. It is somewhat traditional, if you wish, if I can say old school, relatively old school. There's a lot of innovation going on, obviously, with some insurtech players, with aggregators and so forth and so on, but it's relatively still untouched for innovation. And thirdly, it is still unloved. Most people only buy insurance just because I have to. Like, I have to get my visa, and therefore I need health insurance. I'd like to drive a car, and therefore I have to buy car insurance. It takes almost 4 weeks to sell a life insurance policy. And it's complicated. You have to do a lot of forms and speak to an agent and do your research and so forth, and to get a quote, and then all this takes time. And this is today in 2017. But there are companies out there that have managed to reduce that time down to, from 4 weeks to 10 minutes. So that's the number one thing, is figuring out or shortening that time from the time the customer comes in until the time the customer buys the policy, and making that very convenient for the customer in terms of customer experience. So all these factors, all these characteristics is screaming for innovation, is screaming for change and disruption. And that's what we're doing internally here in Takaful Imarat. Traditionally, we used to sell insurance based on a product that fits everyone, a product that fits all. But going forward, I think it's going to be more about people wanting to customize their insurance policy according to their needs. You know, it's no longer one size fits all. It's about what we call insurance on demand. You know, I don't need 300 hospitals in my network. I just need 4 close to my house. I don't need insurance for a whole year. I just need it for 6 months because I only drive 6 months of the year, for example, you know? So it's that concept of insurance on demand that's really needed, and there's a lot of thirst in the market for. And we have already begun our journey into the digital age, if you wish. Our vision is to become the first digital insurer, purely digital insurer in the UAE and in the region. But obviously you need the technology around it. You know, you have to have your digital platform available, and a whole ecosystem. It's not just creating an app. I always tell our employees or whoever I meet, we're not an insurance company that wants to do an app. I want to think of us as a technology company or a tech company that happens to do insurance. So it's a different philosophy in terms of how we want to think about the insurance industry.